Kodak blow. Real nigga, man.
What's good with it, man? Who I got in front over here and Kodak blow up right now?
What up? It's your boy, Pretty Rico Bandz, the prettiest nigga in the world. That's right.
Hell yeah, man. Everything doing good for you out here in Florida? Do your thing?
I love coming home. I come home a few times a week, honestly. It's consistent.
Okay, so what, you from out here?
Yeah, I mean, I was born in D.C.
Okay.
But you know, the way Orlando is, it's such a melting pot.
Yeah.
You know, by the time I got here, I never had a lot of friends in D.C. and nothing like that. Yeah. I was young, so when I got here, Orlando was really my home. Anything I was going to become was here in Orlando. My first girlfriend, my first everything, you know, Orlando. So naturally, like, that's more in my blood. I claim Orlando a lot.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man, I was checking you out, man. You know, you got some hits right now, man. I was checking out Pray For It, How We Do, Get Some, and then, you know, the visual, I checked that out too. Is at 65K right now, man.
Yes, sir. It's a blessing.
That is a blessing, man. But, yo, before we start talking about all the music, let's get a little background and everything, you know, where you from and everything, where you was raised, bro.
Well, yeah, like I said, I claim Orlando as where I was raised. Yeah. You know, D.C., that's where my family, my blood, my mom, my dad and stuff, and D.C. is like, you know, I guess you could say that's where my musical roots come from, because everybody in my family sing. Everybody in my family play instruments, you know, so we was kind of born into that. But as in, like, okay, who are you going to become as a man? And all your experiences and the stupid shit you did, like, that's Orlando.
Okay, that's what it is, man. But, like, what type of music were you mostly into growing up?
Well, I mean, I came from a gospel background first.
Okay.
But I never planned on doing gospel. You know, that was never my thing. I love gospel, but that just, I don't reflect the life that gospel music promotes, and that's like fake for me. Cause I mean, I'm a wildfire. You know, I do what I want. I have fun. So even though gospel was musically heavily influenced, Usher is what made me want to do R&B.
Okay.
The 8701 album was the album that said, okay, I want to do this. That and then the B2K album. Those odd as hell. I would say those two, followed by R. Kelly, like his writing style and how he writes and stuff like that. Those three were influences when it came to me wanting to do R&B.
Yeah, they definitely had a good run, especially the early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? Like B2K, you obviously know they was up there. Usher, R. Kelly, I grew up on the same thing, but that's all I was listening to. But, you know, you were just talking about, you know, you actually starting off, you know, in the church. Was that somewhere that you first started acting and singing? Was that like the first roots of you doing that?
It's the first time they give you a microphone and say, do it. You know, you don't got a choice. You know, it's like, that fear that everybody has ever had when they had to do either public speaking or singing, you got put on Front Street when it came to church. Definitely. Like, they're gonna put that microphone, this your lead, and you gonna have to do that shit. And I guess that was the fear part. So when it was time to me step out and really do what I wanted to do, that fear was gone. I mean, you still have those butterflies. You still get nervous. I still get nervous before every show, no matter how big it is. But church, they eliminated the whole thought process that you wasn't gonna do it, because you was gonna do it.
Okay. Well, when did the acting start coming into a part?
Disney.
Yeah. Okay, speak about that, bro.
When I got with Disney, I auditioned to sing. You know, but anybody that kind of even monitors how Disney works, you're not just singing. If you were Disney,
you're doing everything.
You're a singer.
You know how to do everything.
You're an actor. You're a dancer. Yeah. So I get past the first callback of singing. The next day I come back, we reading scripts, and I'm like, okay, but you know, this is what's happening right now. And then the next day we're doing choreography, and they cutting people at every day. They cutting people. You can be next.
Yeah.
You know, so like by the time you get past that, they just seemed to they took a liking to me, because it was like I was urban, but I wasn't too urban. That was a good thing for Disney. You don't want to be
too urban.
You don't want to be too urban.
I get that, yeah.
But you want to have something about you that say
charisma.
You was brought up with some black people. Now you just wasn't that black. You know, so that's kind of how Disney worked out. So that worked out for me to get into the acting thing. But the way they did, when you work for one Disney thing, they put you on other things. And sometimes they give you the script, and you hang around people way more talented than you.
Oh yeah.
And they learn scripts so fast, and you just kind of keep up with them. So you party all night, all day. You barely looked at the script, and then you got to be on set. And then that whole that last hour or two, you're just reading, you're memorizing the whole script in an hour before you get there, because that's the pressure now, because you BS the whole time. But like, it brings the best out of you, because somehow I learned how to do that pretty well. You know, I take more seriousness when it comes to learning scripts now. But like, I learn scripts pretty fast these days.
Okay, and I also noticed that you said you was in a boy band. That was called 3 a.m.
Yes.
How did that come apart? Was that before the Disney or was that after the Disney?
That was before Disney.
Okay, so how was that like?
3 a.m. was, I would say, that was me living the years that I never expected that I always wanted as a kid. Like when I said I grew up watching B2K and stuff like that. And 3 a.m. we got to the point where we couldn't go in the malls. We would get chased. We would do school tours and get chased everywhere. We would just get chased. Like it was like we were our version of pretty much that B2K in a 3-man format. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I guess you could say I got to live that dream of mine as a heartthrob, like a teen heartthrob, where girls were just screaming wherever they went. But it also made me, I was the lead singer. It was a blessing. And I still miss days like this because some of the funnest days of my life is that early grind before you really had success. But you was being successful because you had fans. That's like some of the most rushing feelings you could never replace. I can still talk to some of the old members and we still think about those days because everything is, once you get to that next level, it becomes so organized, so corporate. And nothing really surprises you anymore. But back then, you just finish a show and girls are busting through the back trying to get you, like you don't know what's going on, like autograph signings used to last so long. That was a feeling that you can never take back, and I hope one day that I can influence a group, start a group and put them through that type of experience.
Okay, yeah, I know you got to performing and everything. I also seen that you also in some commercials, man. Like, was that all like throughout the same couple 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, like it was.
How was that? Like, 'cause I know it probably was shocking when you first probably got behind the camera for a real commercial. You're like talk about your experience with that, man.
Well, with the Disney, with the commercials, that was mostly Disney. With the commercials, you don't know that what they have in store for you until like 2 days before you got to do it. So. Oh, we pull you into this office. You think you about to get in trouble or something? It's like, what I do?
Yeah.
Oh, we have something we want to do. We want you to do this. Are you interested? Yes. You still don't completely know what it is. You got your script. Okay. I don't know what this is. It's a live show. What is this? You show up on set. They doing your makeup and you're wearing a different outfit. For some of the dancers that you're like, oh, this is I think they're filming this. And then we film it, and it was a commercial. And then next thing you know, when there's kids running up to you because they know who you are and stuff like that, and then after the first one, you kind of just know. Then you got more, and then I know what this is. You just know what it is. It's just a nonstop cycle. You just know what's happening.
That's fire, bro. That's fire. And I'm pretty.
But another fun fact about Disney with these commercials, a lot of this junk be happening like 5 in the morning, like 4 in the morning, like it don't even be like noon. It'd be like. You be on set 2 in the morning, get your makeup done, get changed, run through practice a couple times. By the time you finish, it'd be like 4:30, 5 a.m.
What was your greatest experience, working in Disney? Like something that you would never forget?
I think the only thing you can never forget about Disney is the one thing that they promote, and it almost seems cheesy, the magic that you create for other people. You run into so many people, so many different personalities of characters of kids.
Yeah.
People, some kids, they might not have a long lifespan. Make-a-wish kids, stuff like that. Parents, that's just, they wanted to always bring their kids to Disney World. Like, you create experiences so different every time. Like, and it sounds like something that you just read out of fairy tales, but like, no, that's not true. It's true. Because that's the one thing I missed more about when Disney was over than any other job, any other gig, any other show, was the experience that really people left with from being a Disney performer.
That's fire, yeah, man. Because that's something that I believe they have it in Orlando, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, or if it's not, it's down in Celebration. That's something that you see a lot on the commercials and everything. I can only imagine
that
those kids
for change. It's like Disney really, like I can tell you right now, they go above and beyond into making people have an experience they'll never forget, and that's not fake at all. Nobody can ever take that away from what Disney did.
That's fire, bro. And I'm pretty sure you heard this 100 times, but like, you got to star in one of the movies, playing Puff.
Yeah.
And All Eyes on Me. Like,
yes, sir.
Talk about where did that come from? Like, how did that all resonate and everything?
It was an accident. I was not supposed to be Puff Daddy at all. Actually, the dude that's supposed to play Puff Daddy was on set the day he got fired.
She said the day he got fired.
I was just there.
A way to wake up to a job.
I was just there, man. I was just there with a homie, supporting them, doing this little extra stuff. And I saw the dude in the velour suit, and I was like, oh, that must be Diddy. Yeah. And my dumb ass clowning them, dancing, making everybody laugh, all the extras. I'm like making fun of them, like, hey, it's Bad Boy, baby. Come on. And then some dude pulled me out the trailer. He was like, no, do you know how to act? He's like, I was like, yeah. He's like, yo, check this out. It's something about you that reminds me of Puffy back then. I feel like that because I feel like the Puffy we got right now feels more like the Diddy we have now in life. With this movie, you need Puff Daddy, and I had a little short curly hair already for real life.
Yeah.
So then he's like, how about you just stay right here? I didn't know what was going on. Next thing I know, he took me and that other dude. Imagine how awkward this is. Me, dude, we just standing there. Dude don't know what the hell happened. LT Hutton, the executive producer, walk up. Hey, look, this is your Diddy. But look at this dude right here. like right in his face. Like right in his face. And it's awkward. So I'm like, and then next thing you know, he said, I want them both to sit right there, I'll be back. And it took hours, and he was like, I want them to go try on some outfits. I want them to go, how about you cut his hair like Diddy, like Puff real quick too. But we both have the edge ups, and the makeup artist, they didn't want me to get it. I don't care what nobody say. The makeup artist did not want me to get it, because when the makeup artists, they're proud of their work, and they know how to make people look like people they ain't supposed to look like.
Yeah, for sure.
So they went in on dude. Dude looked like Puff. Dude looked like Diddy, and I knew I wasn't gonna get it, because they was like, oh man, we might not even need to do you for real. I'm like, oh, I see what y'all doing right now.
Yeah.
Then the white lady came up. She was like, look, that's fine. I still need you to do his makeup, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna choose him. And I went and tried on some more outfits. Went to Benny Boone. By the time I got to the trailer, dude was gone. I just saw a sprinter leaving, and he was gone. I guess that was it.
Damn. So right on the same set that he came into to work on the film, they told him to leave, and it was you the next.
Yeah, I guess be ready.
You didn't have no time. Were they basically filming the set literally when you got there?
Well, yeah, but
or was it like
he didn't film yet?
Oh, they didn't film yet.
Which is crazy. It wasn't his time to film yet.
Oh,
he was just there.
Okay.
Which was great for me. Good timing.
Yeah.
Because if they would have started filming, it probably wouldn't have happened that way. Then we ain't gonna reshoot.
For sure. Yeah.
Luckily for me, they ain't shooting nothing with Puff yet.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. That's real crazy, bro. And you ended up moving out to Atlanta, man. And I noticed also, you were saying Young Jock was your manager, and I seen some film with you guys in it. Like, how is it, living in Atlanta and also, having Young Jock as a manager, man? Like, y'all being in the same business. Like, speak about that, bro.
Young Jock, I would say, was a blessing.
Yeah.
For me in my Atlanta growth, because he didn't give me anything, as in like, it wasn't handed to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wanted to be the man immediately when I got with Jock. I wanted him to do this for me and do that for me. But he said more. He put me in a situation where he wanted me to do for self. Because he's like, this is Atlanta. And Atlanta need to embrace you as them. They need to embrace you as theirs before you out here just saying, I'm hot, I'm the next one up. Because reality is, dude, we don't know you. So how do you get your name out? You just can't be like, oh, well, he with Young Jock, we got to know him now. That's not how things work in this city. So Jock made me get up off my ass and figure out ways to be in the city. So that's when I started doing the clubs nonstop. I'm in the club every night. Multiple clubs every night. You gonna know me. All the DJs, you gonna know me every night. We out here popping bottles, doing whatever. I'll promote whatever's needed. He the one that made me get off my ass to do the groundwork to become Atlanta. That's the best way to say it, because Atlanta is not about where you're from, it's about where you are. And for Atlanta, they don't just embrace anybody that's coming over there to say I'm hot like that just because I roll with an Atlanta legend. So I thank Jock for that even to this day, because he sparked a fire that I didn't even know that I had in me, coming from a place that Disney handled everything for you. It was always given. I had to go get it myself this time, and I still thank him for that to this day.
That's what's up, man. And probably that taught you way more experience than if somebody would have just basically gave you everything that you needed, man. So like now you having that experience, you can go on to different states and knowing how to maneuver. That's good, because I'm pretty sure not a lot of managers and people are really like that, especially when they trying to get the guy already to go, like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna basically give him a whole step to where he needs to be at. Now he let you build yourself up so you become your own business, your own man. So when it's time for you to have to go out and do your own thing like you're doing now, you know what to do, and that's what's up though.
And with as many businesses as this dude opens up, like on a yearly basis, you better learn something from this dude. I mean, you better learn something. You better learn how to get it out the mud, or by watching how he do. Because if you with him, you kind of be like, at that time when I was with Jock, I'm around him every day.
Yeah.
Like every day, like morning from the radio to workouts to loving hip hop to literally, you got to see his whole everything. You got to see in the business meetings I'm not even supposed to be in. So hanging around somebody like that, you better learn how to get your money up and get your weight up and open up these businesses for yourself, because that's really what he's doing it for. He's not doing this to just, here's your money, here's your team, and here you go. He's doing it so you create a boss in yourself.
That's real, man.
So you don't have to be around him forever. So you could be the next on your own and put somebody else in position.
That's fire, bro. That really is, man. And you know, as in like the day going by and everything, you know, I noticed also that you have put out an album, Pink. Like, was that something that you worked in Atlanta, or was that already out? And like, what made you come up with the name and putting that album together?
Well, it's because I changed my name. I used to go by Stefan For You my whole time being in Atlanta, and a little bit before when I was with Jock and stuff. Pretty Rico Bandz was the beginning of the era post Jock. You know, because even though Jock's still my big brother, business-wise, you know, I just decided to do my own thing. Mm-hmm. So Pretty Rico Bandz was the whole transition of rebranding. And Pink, like when I came up with the name of Pretty Rico Bandz, me and my boys, we was like, so what's the prettiest color you could think of? Pink. When any females think about it, pink, that's the color. And for me, I'm so confident in myself, I could pull off anything. That's also from hanging around him in the past. I mean, he could pull off any hairstyle he want, no matter what you say.
He definitely knows
keep a straight face.
He definitely knows for that. Yeah,
and you know, you hang around people like that, it rubs off on you. Yeah. I can pull off any color I want. I don't care what you say about me. My shit's still gonna bop. You still gonna love my music. You still gonna come to my shows because my show's hard as fuck. Mm-hmm. And you still gonna book me for gigs on acting because I can act my ass off. So I did the Pretty Rico Bandz Pink EP. It was supposed to be a whole album, but I decided to pull back on some songs. Made it an EP, and right now I think it's like at 300,000 streams on Spotify. I think like 100 on Apple Music. I haven't gotten the rest, but I mean, that told me everything I needed to know when it came to becoming Pretty Rico Bandz and how I could move and make it happen. Pink is just the beginning. That was just the introduction. And I'm about to shoot a bunch of videos
that
now.
That tracks on it is fire, bro. Now, like especially I was saying, like one of my favorites on it was "Pray For It." You know what I'm saying?
"Pray For It" is heavy in the clubs right now.
That is hard, bro. I heard that and I was like, okay, all right, dude, we gonna go through this whole EP. And I was jamming to it today, and I was like, okay. You feel me? Cause I know you showed me a song earlier. I didn't check the name of the song out when I got with you like 2 or 3 days ago. You showed me a video. I believe it was the visual.
It was Honey.
Yeah, and I was checking out your EP, you know, on Apple Music, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is R&B. This is that R&B. You know, we don't really get to hear. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if y'all checking this out, you gotta make sure you go check my man's out for real, cause he's doing big things right now. But let him know also where to find you and everything on Instagram, Apple Music, all that too.
Pretty Rico Bandz is to everything. That's like literally Pretty Rico Bandz with a Z. There's not any place you can't go and type that name in, from TikTok to Twitter to Pretty Rico Bandz with a Z. That's everything. And like I said, I'm about to in the next few weeks I'll be shooting like 3-4 videos, a couple from the Pink album, just to wrap that up visually. Yeah. And then drop I got the Unplugged album for the Pink. I'm dropping that with the video, the Unplugged concert. And then we're gonna drop these next singles. I got a couple singles that's already getting a lot of attention in the clubs just through the DJ circuit without being released. So yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, man, that is what's up, man. Now, y'all, and I appreciate you too for this interview, man. Hopefully, we get together the next couple of months after you drop these visuals for the album. So I'm probably in Atlanta because I'm heading, probably gonna go to Atlanta. You know, we do the interview out there.
Hey, you can catch me either way. I'm here. I'm back and forth every week.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you. I got anything else you want to say? Any shout outs to anybody? Any like new music you want people to check out or anything?
Shout out to Team Hitsville. That's my new management right now. Yep. And Oye, DJ Rob, you know, Cool Cali, you know what I mean, Visay. You know, it's a squad, and I believe in this squad. I believe in the talent of this squad, and I'm just honored to be a part of what's about to happen. And so shout out to Hitsville. Let's get it.
You definitely keep doing your thing too, bro. You got mad talent, man, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you got going on next for sure, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you again, man.